So the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, thinks that we are very close to a recession and we might be in one right now. Let's listen to what he has to say about it.
Are we going to have a recession in the United States?
As I said on Monday in a talk that I gave at the New York Economic Club, I think we're very close, if not in a recession now. Keeping your head down, I would not like that as an answer as a shareholder with any CEO.
Right.
I mean, to me, this is an opportunity to look for opportunities. I still remain to be optimistic over the long run. Yes, we have to recalibrate. Yes, I do believe we're probably starting, if not, we're in a recession. Yes, I think the market is still underestimating how high inflation can get. If you factor in all the tariffs,
right,
you factor in all these other issues, it's going to be quite additive. I mean, I read in a report that if you just take the tariffs in the cost of home building, the average new home could be up as much as 26%. We already have a housing affordability problem.
None of this sounds any good to me, Larry. I mean, and it's all self-inflicted, by the way. None of it needed to happen.
This is not a pandemic. This is not a financial crisis. This is something that we've created. Long term, I'm less worried about some of these issues, but in the short run, I'm petrified at some of these issues.
Petrified.
Well, let's speak of being petrified.
And also, a billionaire hedge fund investor named Ray Dalio said that he's worried about something worse than a recession.
I think that right now we are at a decision-making point and very close to a recession. And I'm worried about something worse than a recession if this isn't handled well. A recession is 2 negative quarters of GDP, and whether it goes slightly there, we always have those things. We have something that's much more profound. We have a breaking down of the monetary order. We are going to change the monetary order because we cannot spend the amounts of money, so we have that problem. And when we talk about the dollar and we talk about tariffs, we have that. We are having profound changes in our domestic order, how ruling is existing, and we're having profound changes in the world order. Such times are very much like the 1930s. I've studied history, and this repeats over and over again. So if you take tariffs, if you take debt, if you take the rising power challenging the existing power, if you take those factors and look at the factors, those changes in the orders, the systems, are very, very disruptive. How that's handled could produce something that is much worse than a recession.
Yikes. Look, I can't give you financial advice, but if I was you, I'd be getting some Bitcoin right now, because this is not about like buying Bitcoin to make a quick $100. This is like buying Bitcoin to like save the value of the money that you worked for. While some of you are free to buy Bitcoin, we have 75 different companies that have been accumulating a boatload of Bitcoin, and so far they took out about 700,000 Bitcoin out of circulation. Also, just this morning, MetaPlanet, a company from Japan, just bought 319 Bitcoin. And also this morning, Michael Saylor said, you know what, I can do better. And he bought 3,459 Bitcoin, and they now hold 531,644 Bitcoin. Damn. Also, while some of you guys are free to buy Bitcoin, we have about 36 different states that are trying to pass a law so that they can buy Bitcoin for themselves for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Now look, I don't want you to just buy Bitcoin. I also want you to go read some books. Go read the book, The Hidden Cost of Money. Go read the book, The Big Print. Go read the Bitcoin Standard, The Internet of Money, The Price of Tomorrow, Thank God for Bitcoin, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Just reading those books alone will actually give you a good understanding of money and why you might need some Bitcoin. And look, I've said it before and I'm gonna continue to say it again. Just like Satoshi Nakamoto said, it might make sense just to get some in case it catches on.